Hey, how's it going? This is TK coming at you. I am thinking of a future. I'm thinking of a future with alternative currency. Honestly, I can't picture a future without the ability to be my own bank, manage, own, and control money without having permission from a government, without having permission from a central control authority. If you think about the paradigm shift that's taking place right now in the monetary space, individuals now have the opportunity to basically dictate the management of their money, where before, if you put your money in a bank, it doesn't belong to you, it belongs to the bank. The bank loans out everything you put in to other people. And sometimes that money is leveraged 30 or more to 1. So that's why the requirements are 24-hour notice when you try to withdraw a large amount from a financial institution. So if your money is not yours from the beginning, meaning that the government prints IOU debt notes, and the fact that the government issues these notes means that you're not the owner, you're the bearer, or you're the beneficiary. So you're utilizing a means of currency for exchange of goods and services. But the ownership of said currency is in the hands of the person who created it. So let's flip the coin and talk about alternative currency being that you created. And the same principle applies for gold money and silver money. If you acquire it from a private mint, then you create it. You take fiat money and you create a private issuance, and that issuance is then registered to you from that private mint. So alternative currency and gold money and silver money now opens the door to financial freedom, freedom in decision making, freedom in how you manage, issue, change your currency. That's never happened before. This is the first time that that's even been available. There has been no advent in the monetary system since maybe credit cards in the 1950s. So think about the position you put yourself in when you decide to participate in decentralized currency. What you're deciding to do is to step away from centralized banking control, because 80% of the world is unbanked. Most people do not have access to paper money, credit, or any type of system that you are accustomed to. So if you talk about the majority of the world with limited access, the concept of decentralization really changes the definition of exchanging currency for goods and services. If you're able to create a means to employ yourself, meaning you are accepting alternative currency for your labor, your skill, or your innovation, then now you have the ability to exchange that accumulation from peer-to-peer transactions. Because decentralized currency exists not through a central authority, but through peer-to-peer exchanges. And typically it's done through cell phones or computers, and now we have cryptocurrency ATM machines that are popping up in different places: San Francisco, San Diego, New York, Las Vegas. So the space is increasing. The knowledge of the space is limited to a very niche market, but the technology and how it improves your life, how it expands your financial ability, is not limited. So people have to make a decision to participate. Do you acquire gold money, silver money, and cryptocurrency? Once you acquire it, now you have the ability to exchange it on your terms, as opposed to relying on another authority setting terms, rules, and restrictions, and then you just following them. So this is something I'm doing for myself. This is a self-discovery, self-exploration that I encourage other people to follow. You can learn more about the space by joining the Facebook group Cryptocurrency Entrepreneurs. Just search. Or you can contact me directly. I'm on all social media. But the people who participate in this paradigm shift potentially are position themselves to profit in the greatest wealth transfer that ever took place in history. Now, why do I say that? I say that because money never dies. It simply transfers from one medium to the next. So even though the average person doesn't understand fractional reserve banking and doesn't see the writing on the wall in terms of how fractional reserve fiat money is losing value and transitioning into lower value, even though that is a factual statement, it doesn't change the truth in the alternative options that are available within the monetary space. So if you have a declining dollar in a monetary system of choice where you can choose to participate in optional, or I should say additional, monetary systems that do not depreciate, but in this time and in this place are gaining value, just participating gives you leverage over those who don't. Now, I try to explain this in a manner in which the everyday person can grasp. I don't use the financial terms nor the industry terms. I try to just talk to you on a person-to-person, common sense level. Because what we're talking about here is a monetary means of exchange that increases in value in an atmosphere where traditional paper money is losing value due to its inherent nature and its increasingly volatile atmosphere, or increasingly volatile traits. So I'm encouraging all of you guys to choose financial empowerment through a different means that gains value based on sound economics, based on real principles of supply and demand. The open ledger format of decentralized currency gives it the ability to be based in true supply and demand. You can participate in something that allows you to have more buying power, allows you to have more options, and most importantly, increases your chances for success over the long run. And that's what's most important.